Hey, morning. I wonder where I'm going. I wonder if me there on the screen looks strange. I wonder if me there on screen looks strange. Me don't know what happened here, so. Me there on? Monty? Me don't know if me there on the screen looks strange. Me don't know what happened. Me I go through. What happened here? Me don't know if me a record. I don't know what happened here, so. Phone. Alright, watch out now. I want to do this phone here, man. Oh. Right. Fine. Okay, Monty, I will. Yeah, big up. Find me screen look different, man. Yeah. How are there? Greetings to all one. Cocoa and bread. Give thanks to life and give thanks to the morning. As we journey, you know what I mean? On the road of life. Now, Monty, a kind of thing I go on in a overs because me see say Facebook I say nothing give me say them a charge me for, well, you know the term, for copyright Bob Marley songs and Bob Marley. Me don't play Bob Marley music. Now, me live inside a village where everybody do their own thing. People play music all the time. Me can't, and where me live, me can't stop them from playing music, so the music will feed into what I am doing. It does not mean I playing Bob Marley music, so I can understand that. Because now, Facebook can't expect me to go tell people don't play the music. So how Facebook is penalizing me now for things that my neighbors doing, is that fair? Facebook, what you want me to do? Go and start a war with my neighbors to stop them from playing their music inside of their own place because I want to carry on a show? Facebook, how am I going to do that? What are you doing? You're trying to set me up in a war with my neighbors. Is that? I can't do that. So then now you're caught telling me how exactly do you want me to carry on my program? I had to be here, so he said, how you want me to carry on my program? You want to be flagging me for Bob Marley music, of which I have no control over. If you're saying that I sing in Bob Marley lyrics, no lyrics in original to no one. All the lyrics that you could hear about was spoken or sung before in different forms, right? So if you're talking about I using Bob Marley lyrics, I don't know if that is talking about, you're talking about Bob Marley music and copyright. I don't do that. I do not use Bob Marley's music, and I can't stop Bob Marley's music from coming into my program. I do not have a control on that. So what you want me to know now? Tell me what to do. You tell me what to do, Facebook. Because me no overs, you know. I make media and encourage people to use it. And when people use it, I want a whole heap of censor and conditions. What you want people to do? This is a place. Facebook, me not live by you live, you know. Maybe you live in a your seal up house where not even air can come in there. Me not live so. Out the road, me live Facebook, where everybody a pass and people do as they like. But when I pass up here, blow big hand, people a pass up here, then carry play music to the top of their voice, to the top of their height. My neighbors and then they do so. Sometimes me can stop going in my own place so when my neighbors and them a play music. Me can't go out, they go tell them stop play their music. What you want me to do, Facebook? That's why me just have to say, no, fire burn all of you, because all of you only against, are you against the people? Are you talk about free speech, but that are you against that? Are you no want to talk free? Are you find all kind of conditions, right? And that's what I do. Because up to now, me really don't know what you tell me on Facebook. So, you go just have to show me half of your thing when you ready, because me no know, me can't stop Bob Marley music from player when he start. No music, me can't stop from come to you, because me not in control of none of them. So you go ahead and do your thing. I the business, I the thing. Now worry yourself, you know. One of these days, because of the pressure I want to give, one of these days I go find out your own technology and left her out. I see. Facebook, Milan who set you up, and the reason for you being set up there. And Milan that our figurehead appearance push the thing, but it deeper in the root. Nothing, me overs, me can't confirm none of them, me don't go about none of them. But me, when me talk to my people on them Facebook, me not say that include you. Me talk to Aria. Facebook, you not one Aria. You not come from here. Right? And you, but all you do, okay, me dip on your platform, so you censor me, yeah. But it ain't just. Yeah, Monty, you have to look into it. I find, Monty, we are going there, I find the writing has stick to root down on the screen. I don't know if that, okay, you named it the Montgomery, and then, you see, I will look into it. I look into it. That they know they like half of their words they come up. You know what I mean? A half of the you know the technology done, you know, I don't know what anything. I don't know if I anything. I don't know, because sometimes when I turn on my phone, I just press different things. And sometimes I don't know, because I'm a novice to this thing, you know. Yeah, anyway. When I study them. Now, me not really have no update for nothing. Me not hear about, me not know if me hear right. When me hear about some level of protest, me not know if me not know if I today. But some kind of thing. Some kind of action. I don't know. Me not know exactly where it take place. So, yeah, because sometimes me don't always get around to get every song, you know. So me not really know exactly if the march is on and the details around it. Me not really know. But if it is so, me do hope they're not going to in a splinter group business. Because the system we're up against, evil and wicked. You see, them don't look how they does operate. You see, before them carry out their action, they don't put certain cushion in place. You know? But we do really seem to overstand it from that level. Now, a big word they does use contingency plan. I want to have the right word. I don't know too much words, you know. I don't know, me just put myself in sometimes. Yeah, but you see now, on the way forward, you have to always have plan B, backup plan A. So you see them, they don't have them plan in place already before they talk anything, you know. You see, the government don't have a plan in place to replace the police and them who are resigning. The government don't have plan in place, me I hear. Wait, me see something about Cuban nurses are replaced the nurses and them down the hospital there? You see something like that? Oh. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, some Cuban nurses will be taking over the hospital. You see how that may tell us? Like, boy, I mean, I know this Facebook and them want interrupt my flow, you know, because they really just talk. They want interrupt my flow, you know. Because if me have to quote certain quote to bring my reasoning straight, I don't know what them I say. No man original to no talk. Boy, the man in your tight. Anyway, so them always have them plan B. Hey, big up me brother. Shaban. Monty another thing happen again, you know. No, you can't go there, man in lion that can't go there. But the name of the person cut in half. Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah, big up me brother in pain. No. What when they do anything before they make their move, they put their plan B in place. Right? But what do? We just jump up hot sweat and sweaty go out there without even planning in place. And when we meet resentment, we go back home, go sit down because we have no plan B. Right? And then the battlefield you're depend. Right? So when them have plans in place, we also have to have plans in place. But what happened to us is that they are organized while we are disorganized. No. They come to the front and talk while we stay in the back. In a little splinter group around this. So go all around this country. All around. You meet people in a little splinter group and discuss the vaccine and the resentment that they have against the vaccine. But they might keep it in their little corner. So when they keep it in their little corner now, that'll make the government feel stronger. You see, and when the government tries certain things and the people not hit back, then that make them stronger. Because I don't know. But this is how I see things, because as a warrior, right, I seen that a nation in support of a nation with the same goal, right, would not allow certain things to happen. But because of our disorganized state, because we as the nation here could stop Cuban nurses from invading our hospital in order that the government could get to carry out a mandate against us. You see, we have the power to stop anybody from going in the hospital if we want to. Right? Now, brethren and sisters and brethren, me see in a Trinidad, me depend work, strike action a go on. Me no on Trinidad, me not get involved with the strike, but me have to keep light. You see, me have to keep light. Now, here we go on in a them thing, you know. We had we was on a job down there, so. And the workers and them say, we striking because the condition is not right. Me not say nothing, I keep quiet. But when the morning come for the strike to go on, me have to find myself among my colleagues. Now, hear how that give full name of your program. You have new people. Okay, all right. Okay, let me just finish it. Yeah, so now, call a strike on the work. All the workers and them go in the road towards the work and sit down there, sit down right there. They come down with new workers, none of new workers couldn't go on the work. Because we not lose, we work, we want better condition, that's what we do, we strike. And once we strike, no work now go on pan day, no work now go on pan that project day because we strike. But over here, we don't strike, I don't know who it does do. Yeah, give full name of your program to have new people. Wait, I will go on, boy, you know my name now. Anyway. This is Cocotti and Bread coming to you live from the studios of Gotapa in America, in Hoop America, in the island of UMN. Through the powers of Bihill Radio News Network. So, the program, Cocotti and Bread, the media platform, Bihill News Network, coming to you live out of Gotapa. Yeah, Cocotti and Bread. Big up on us. Cocotti and Bread. But sometimes, you know, it's not easy sometimes to keep your mind focused in one place. You know. Something happens so fast around the place. Yeah. Give thanks anyway. Big up all the people and them who take time out to think, say, me talk something interesting. That's great. Big up all on yourself. That we keep the joy and the love. Cocotti and Bread as we journey. Hey, but sometimes it's not easy, you know. I tell you, it's just not easy because sometimes it's just no. No. We can still not know exactly what we are doing as a nation to stand up in resistance of this plague that they're pushing upon us. I just this morning me heard a congressman at grill. We name Fauci, Fallfeed. And he just going all wrong in a circles, all wrong in a circles. Because if you see what all of them do, I same thing all of them do. That's why them have to ban you, tear you down, demonize you. When you ask question, I may make suggestion. Because in reality, they don't have no reason. They don't have no reason to carry out with them. Carry out. This congressman a question Fuji as to how you go tell people that they might get immunity from vaccine and still have to wear a mask. You come out with that, the man call it a theater. You come out the theater talking about 2 masks and you're telling people that the vaccine provide immunity. So why do you talking about mask? Oh, you don't understand. That's all he does say now. You don't understand. Oh, I don't agree with you. That's all the kind of answers Fauci does make. Because you could see it's a clear plot. You could see in reality they really doing a evil and a wicked thing. Consciously they're doing it. Because now, if you are truly interested in saving people's life, why don't you want anyone else to voice their opinion? Why do you want only what you see must hold strength? How is that possible? Does one person know everything? And how come? So it's very interesting to note how come you don't want no one else say anything? That everyone else must listen to and do what you say. How is that possible? And then now, when people object to that, you want to penalize the whole world through your illegal thing called force mandate. And I do understand it. Because, now, in America, you have people that take this mandate to court and I get it suspended. Right? Over here, I don't hear nobody talk about taking the mandate to court. Because the law, as I learn it, does not allow the government to carry out such a mandate against the human rights of the nation. And we got a whole heap of liars here But what do they do? What are they doing? In America, people are jump up and do the thing because they realize, well, everybody involved. You know? But maybe the lawyers and them here so must think them the immune. So if you want to carry the government to court, you not come for my benefit, so you have to pay me. Me not understand that. Because me think when you have a national disaster, when you have a national attack, everyone have to come out in defense. Me must have it wrong, I don't know. But that's what I think. You see? You're under siege, you're under attack. We have to come out now, we have to come up with the best and put the best foot forward. But if the people and them who know how to carry out the challenge want pay to do it, who will pay them? You see, what really is their contribution to the people who educate them, to the people who take care of them before they couldn't take care of themselves? What is their contribution? You see, the thing is, why do you take your profession, whatever profession you might be into? Is it service to the people or is it service to money? You see, because I would imagine, and I know, yeah, it have to be true. Many of these professions have moral ethics in them. They must be built around moral ethics because most of the people and them who build them profession in here all the time, I could imagine that they were genuine. I could imagine they were just putting up checks and balances for people going along. But liars see it, like my brethren say, the system just create thieves and murderers. Right? Now, these liars and many of these professionals only see the pocket money. They don't see the moral virtue of their profession. Money does it. You see? Because in times like these, I don't know if it has happening, but I can't see a liar charging anyone money to take the government to court. Because the liar himself is involved. I don't really know. But I can't really see that. Because now, you can't have no one who pay you for save yourself. If that you look at it. Because now, let's say now you are the liar. You know the government have its way. You know do not know the government have its way. I wonder if Facebook I go sanction me for them fall cut the rock road down there too. Boy, ridiculous. Yeah. Heart up, my brethren. So yeah. Now, so okay, let's see. Alright. Old people say again when the rain fall, it don't fall upon one man house top. This is the reality. So now, the COVID rain will not fall on your house top. So you don't have to do nothing. You don't have to put up no struggle against it. But the people and them whose house top you fall upon must come pay you. I man can understand how certain things does work. Because me just tell myself, there does come a time when everyone have to come together as one and work as one for one result. Because you see, now, okay, if you have a problem, a national problem, that is considered a constitutional violation, then liars supposed to that tumble all over that and get that right. You see, because you liars, when you don't defend the people's constitutional rights and the people go under, remember the same people who just bring cases to you for you to get money. Right? And now, in areas like where you hear people can't get their money, like me hear like people can't get their money out of bank, then lawyers should be up head over heel on them thing there and make sure the rights of the people secure. But in this land, yeah, lawyers now make no move unless they must see money. Because I don't know. Maybe they think they're insulated. I don't know. I don't know what is the true reason behind them. But where I know, they're not fulfilling the moral obligation to the nation. That's how I see it. I could be wrong. Right? But where I say, in times like these, when there needs to be a national effort, a national resistance, a national pushback, leading peoples in our community are go back behind. And them now come up with nothing concrete. They now come up with no advice to the people as how to move. So that's why me always tell us we always be on we own. You see? We on we own. Because our city of vampires we live in here. Right? A city of vampires. Everyone is only interested in sucking the other one blood. In this concrete jungle we live in. Murder she wrote. Might get flagged for their words. They told me no know how to talk again. You know. You see? Now, what does it mean to work together? Is it important? Is it not important? Can it bring solution? I mean, how come we are always so scattered with so much different splinter beliefs and splinter decisions that we could never come together to do one thing? No. You have big people in this place here with the right knowledge. You have big people in this place here who could make a big difference. Right? But them people, they only insist to stop behind and then not shine. I mean, and I wish that someone else to go forward to do it for them, because them afraid they got so much thing to lose. They're afraid they lose their name, they lose their fame, they lose everything. Nobody talk nothing bad about you. You know why nobody run you down. You know why nobody cry you down. So you rather dead, and you rather see your people dead, than to stand up and talk out because you know why your name soil. Well, a good thing me not got no name, so me not care when it come to that. How long will we continue to hide behind false pride while we are wasting away? Every day we continue to waste away, and those of us with the proper knowledge, how long will we stay in the back? How long? I want somebody else, even somebody else who does not have the knowledge that you have, to take the front. Yeah? You don't want to be exposed. You don't want to be known that you counteract anything that the government say. You don't want nobody to call you no name. So you rather sit back and watch everything go down the drain. How do we live this way? And what do we expect to achieve from living this way? Being there, seeing the destruction, and still keeping quiet because I don't want my name called. I don't want to lose my work. I don't want to lose my position. I don't want to victimize my family. But all them things you're talking about, you know, have become a problem to you. They are a burden to you. You can't make a proper decision even to save your life and your family life because you're afraid scandal. You see? I mean, how do we do these things? How do we do these things and expect to get the proper result, the one that we need. How do we expect that we could sit knowing that the evils are going on and do nothing, say nothing, and expect it to change? Who is going to change it? And how will it change? You see? How will it? Cocotti and bread. Why sometimes I know, sometimes I don't know how to talk. Because I can't see in the mind of my people, so I can't know what them think. And so sometimes I don't know how to talk, I tell you the truth. There are so many of us here who know that the government is fracturing the rights of the people, and they sit quiet. They say nothing, because maybe all that they could think about is what they have to lose. But I am saying, in this condition, you don't have nothing to lose because you don't have nothing. Because everything that you have belongs to the government. None of it is belonging to you. Your big house belongs to the government. Your car belongs to the government. Your work belongs to the government. Your bank account belongs to the government. None of it does not belong to you. So what are you protecting and defending? I mean, sometimes I just have to admit when some people tell me crazy, because I have to be crazy. I can't be normal. I have to crazy. Madhouse or lunatic. You see, me have to be that. Because me can't see it. Me can't see how people could just sit down, sit back, and relax, pretending, lying to themselves that everything is alright. Me can't follow them. Me can't follow them things, you know. Seriously, me can't follow them. Me don't know how them things they just walk. You see? Because me only know one thing. To get something done, you have to add one engine pan it we call action. You see? And me know say, sitting down in my latrine and I grumble with my neighbor. Now I go solve the thing.
Mighty Mike! Let's go! Mighty!
So you see what I'm saying now? How? What are the plans that we have going forward? Now, as a people. Is it just to hide behind and blame the government and not standing up and show the government what we are about? Eh? Look, all over the world, are people and police in the street every day. Every day. But what goes on here in some of these little back hole, like Trump called them, down there in the Caribbean? What is going on here, especially in this land here? What does it look like to the onlooker? To me, it looks like a total submission to the government of what is taking place. Because there is no sign of resistance. They are using us to come on the media and spread gander about, oh how, I think I could have escaped from taking it, but I was fooling myself, and now I know I'm trying to convince the nation, using us to convince us that they are doing the right thing to us. You see me, I say? We, because of what I don't know, would find ourselves on this bandwagon supporting it, and we do not have any knowledge. How do you support the taking of a vaccine that you do not know anything about, and they have not yet explained to you what it is about, what it does you. The best thing them tell you say it can't stop the virus. That's the best thing about it. It cannot stop the virus. Because it wears off in a few months, 3 months or so, and you have to go take a next one. And what it seems to me like you have to be taking these shots for the rest of your life. That's how I see it, I don't know. Right? No. We are not concerned. We are not questioning these things. We are no longer concerned about our safety and our life. What we are concerned about today is keeping our salary. A salary that we do not inherit. Because 85 cents of every dollar from that salary goes to pay debts that we didn't make. And that is what we fight in ourselves. Over 15 cents that can spend is not enough to spend in our house. We're not seeking better conditions of employment and them kind of thing there. Right? We know for a fact the government has failed. We know for a fact the government bad spending money. And now push come to shove, we just squinch up and roll over. Right? Now, because the so-called think tank of our country, the people who supposed to inform us, them they in the back seat. I don't know if they're wishing for miracles. The unions and them, well, them not exist. Them not in no way. Because when you listen to them, they have no control on nothing. Not even their membership. Right? So now, where are our true leaders? Where are they? The people who know how and know what to do, where are they? You see, you have a whole heap of big names in this land, yeah, with a whole heap of big paper to their name and a whole heap of big title all over the place. Where are they? Now that you are needed to advise the people, where are you? You know where you're wrong because you don't want nobody scandal your family name. You don't want to be dragged into the mud. But how could you resist the mud when you are being made from the mud? Every time you go bathe and you scrub your skin, mud will come off. So how you expect it? How you escape the mud? How you escape dragging into the mud? Facebook, that I want to play the music there. I want to play the music there out in the road. Facebook, you think me could go out and tell the man don't play music? Alright. I go and feel like I victimize me. I did nothing in my spirit, I can't stop me. Right? So now, the think tank of our people, those with the ability to make a difference, they sit back in the little corner and they do nothing. And left the government to run rampant over the nation, to victimize the people and do what they want to do. There are people in this island here who knows that the government is wrong to withhold any service to the nation. But still, they don't say anything. Lawyers want to be paid to express that to the nation. You see? Halfness come up with a dotish talk in Jamaica sometime about he going to go ban all vaccinated people from the hospitals and the medical services. A doctor come out and tell him he talking crap. But you know hear that, yeah? A doctor come out and tell wholeness he talking dotishness. Because the medical ethics is that no doctor cannot turn away no patient from no hospital. You was. This professional come out and tell the government he talking crap. The Prime Minister he talking crap. But when Ralph talking crap, yeah, you don't hear no doctors that come out and tell Ralph he talk crap. So what do we defend? The doctor says that, yeah, he agree that unvaccinated people put a strain on the medical soil, blah, blah, blah. But you cannot turn away anyone who is ill. He stand up and tell wholeness that. You see? And this is one doctor talk, you know, this is one doctor talk, so people will listen. Because doctor, of all them I talk about, you know, the biggest god in any country, a doctor, you know. Doctor the biggest god. People listen to doctor faster than they listen to politicians, you know. So doctors, them have an important role to play. Come out and tell the nation what is happening in the health, for, man, wherever I be. You see. But when our professionals do not speak out, you left the rest of the nation rudderless. And that puts the government in a better position. Because you're not speaking out. You're not saying nothing. And I know you have something to say. You must have something to say because you have feelings. How do you sleep at night, my brothers, my sisters, who know that the government is trampling the rights of our people, and you say nothing? How do you feel? How does that make you feel? Does it make you feel like you're living? Does that make you feel comfortable? Right? And I know you're warring with your conscience. I know that. But you still not make no move. You want to hide still. You make no effort to try to organize your people. You don't want to be victimized. You don't want to be locked up. Are telling us, you know, they are organizing the snatch program. I do not know if it is in place here yet, but they are organizing the snatch program where police would come and break down your door, take you out, and the medics right outside your door waiting to stab you. All of you out there, so, who know if you do and not do nothing. And you still say you not take the vaccine, so you wait until them come break down your door, drag you out your house and stab you. And then you say, we should have talked before. Talk now. Get up off your weary ass now and do something for your nation because you know what to do. Why you are sit back and hold down? You know what to do. Hey, big up Ainola. You know what to do. And why are you holding back? What are you afraid of? You are afraid of what is exactly going to happen to you. You're going to dead. It doesn't matter when, how, or where. You're going to dead. Because fear is death. And once you wash your fear, you're going to dead. So, transfer from death to life. And do living things. Talk out against the ills that is going on. And the victimization of your people. The senseless oppression of your people. Talk out against it. Because you know, plenty of you got more knowledge than I man about going on. Me no know nothing. Me no talk off a catch it. Sometimes me hear this, me hear that. Try to make a little sense of it. But many of you are in the know. Because you are in the engine room. But you do nothing. You see. And because you do nothing, I don't know what you think. When the Murray do speak out. Yes, Dr. Wayne Murray is just like a needle in a haystack. You know what I mean? Me appreciate love the brother for him. I do me mention already. Me appreciate love the brother for him. I do him. I try. But Dr. Murray is just but a proverbial needle in a haystack. To the gravity of the problem we're going on with country. Dr. Murray is just but a needle in a haystack. Because you have hundreds of Dr. Murray in this country. But what then I speak out? Dr. Murray is showing a true patriot, is it? Dr. Murray is a true patriot. He's one of us. So he talk out. You was. But Dr. Murray, we cannot rely upon Dr. Murray alone to speak out. Because what we do not know here, you know, when our warriors speak out and we do defend them, the government point them out as troublemakers and set up all kind of illusions to bring them down just because they know that they don't have support from the broad masses. We do not support those who come out in support of us. But still, those who know cannot stay behind. Dr. Murray is a professional. Man, the gas price gone again. No. Not telling people that they have to belt in your gas pan if you want to cook. You know, boss? Dr. Murray is a professional. Dr. Murray is one professional. Right? Dr. Murray is showing you what professionals can do. But Dr. Murray can't make them do. And me appreciate love Dr. Murray for what I try to do. Like me say already, me mention you only one of them, a Dr. Murray. Although, me do agree with every statement he make, but that is not supposed to happen because we don't follow. You know what I mean? But Dr. Murray in reality, you have to big him up. I mean, me don't know everything everybody does say, but Dr. Murray always in their face. And many people article me don't read per Facebook, but me just take them and read Dr. Murray's. Because me recognize him and me have something in common. We want to save our people free. And we work for that. But what about all the Dr. Murray and them were there? We rest and then they. Hey? So now, Dr. Murray now will be the victim. That's why they go take away land. Because you talk about long time. And the people of the nation, boo, everybody by their own way. Because when you only went for you can't get mashed, you no pain there. You see? Dr. Murray is an example to show that we have professionals here who know the truth. But what do they do with their knowledge? They hide behind. All are a Christian. The same Bible show you, you can't put your candle under a covering. And that's what the professionals in this country do. They must put them professionals and their professionality under cover and hide behind that because they do not want to come out and expose their friend. I have to say their friend because you have to be a friend. Yeah? But me no know. Still, even though I'm a friend, me not understand it. Because you are do thing to fracture my life. So if a friend, boy, what's that? Me have to be mindful of that. Because in reality, you is my friend. Because FRI is friend and END is end. And that's all your friend does, fry you in the end. You see? So when warriors decide to come forward, the people in society who know how and know what goes on, instead of supporting the warrior, they turn against the warrior. Most of them with their silence. Because they now want their name called. You see, Shaka they out there, and Shaka attack against the government. But when you watch Pan Shaka, you have a dirty head, a stinking head, a dirty skin, and none teeth not anymore. Me can associate with he. Me can make people know me like he. But with Shaka, Shaka is not important than how Shaka look. That is bullshit. Shaka is not important. Is what Shaka is saying, is it important or not? That is the thing here, you know. Forget about Shaka. Who the hell is Shaka? You see myself? What is important? Is it Shaka important or is it what he's saying? Yeah? What Shaka is saying, is it important or not important? That is the issue. It's not me. Nothing to do with me. So now, we don't stand up and speak the truth because we will be branded. And you're afraid being branded. Well, you done brand already, so we go do. Me can't don't talk so no. So you look pan Dr. Murray and you might say you not promote too much and make them take away land and you not lose for your land, so you not go say nothing. You think so? Here, Dr. Murray better than you. Dr. Murray better than you because he don't know. He don't get the full thing with them at the to him. He don't know. So you know who, but you not know yet. Kind of happen to you. And you wait till it happen to you. So you sit down in your back porch and you drink down your champagne and your stinking whiskey. Hey boy, I'm go sleep. Me nah boy you do going on out there because you not trouble me. Good. Good. You not trouble you, so you should keep out. Me agree with you. Alright. That's your decision, you walk with that. But me I tell us as a nation, we have to follow the pointers of our moral leaders. Right? Dr. Murray is a moral man. Dr. Murray is a scientist. His training is in science. So then some of his conclusion will be scientific. And me now, me don't have no confidence in a medical science. Right? But Dr. Murray is a trained medical scientist. Right? So then now, when me read what he say, me put that up against ghetto thinking. And then me say, well, yeah, this party are the reality and that party are him training. No, so me just doing it. Me say that party are his training. So me not get mixed up with that. These are the reality. And to me, this is where the brother try to teach. So that part me look back. You see? Because me no look back Dr. Murray. Me not have nothing personal with Dr. Murray. I don't even know the brother. Right? So Dr. Murray personally, me not have no interest in that. Me have interest in what Dr. Murray has said. Because to me, what Dr. Murray has said is who Dr. Murray is. So me look pan on that way there. And because of that, me see him as a warrior in defense of the rights of his people. Right? But the whole heap of them, me could bet you know more than what Dr. Murray know. Because no one we don't know everything. There's always someone who know more than us. And me could bet you a whole heap of them know more than what Dr. Murray know. But how do they? How do they use what they know in benefit, as a benefit to their own people, which in turn benefits them? Always remember, old people tell you, when the rain fall, it not fall for one man house top. Because you see now, Bob Marley sing that and me quote it. They will flag me for that. But where Bob Marley get it from? Bob Marley get it from the ghetto. From the old elders in the ghetto. All the lyrics from Bob Marley sing, and none of them is not originally his. He put them in a musical form because no words are new, that belong to no one. All these sayings, we've been saying them in the ghetto for years. We come meet with people saying them, but Marley put them in song. So now you Facebook, you don't want me to echo the parables of the ghetto. So you flag me. Right? So you just like them people and them in other land who just sit backward, knowing the truth and don't want to put it forward. All are you in the same boat. Facebook, all are you in the same boat. Fighting against the truth. Fighting against the liberation of our people mind. You see, all of you who do not want the truth to go forward are the enemies of the people. Doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter where you come from. As long as the people realize, wake up to realize you are the enemy, of which the people is doing, not are, or one people, of which the people is doing, waking up slowly to what you are doing. And you think that you will forever put a muzzle on the people's mouth. No. You will not forever do that. Not as long as you have warriors in the society like Dr. Murray. Him go always talk. I mean, no, him go always talk. Because him realize the gravity of the situation. And him know that his survival depend on the survival of his people, because he knows this life is a collective liberty. Our people have sell out, so they have become dumb. Yes, Dave, that's the reality. And because you sell out, you think you go lose where yourself are. But you know say from the time you sell out, you lose. The very thought of sell out, you lose. The very thought of sell out makes you a victim. The very thought of bowing to handout makes you a victim. The very thought of being afraid to stand up makes you a victim. So you have created your own victim. You have created you into a victim. Because you refuse to use the power that you have to free yourself. You see, you refuse to use the powers that you have to free yourself. And when people like Dr. Murray and them talk, you run around your little corner with the three little friends and you criticize. Now most of the time, we know how we just criticize. You not go criticize the Dr. Murray saying, or you criticize the person, Dr. Murray. And that's why we just go wrong. And that's why we just can't see the truth in the light in the truth. You see, because the person is an illusion. Dr. Murray, he don't exist. It's the words that come from him. That is what exists. So when you target Dr. Murray, you not do nothing. Target the statements that Dr. Murray make and prove him to be wrong. And then we get into a conversation. That's how we're supposed to do things. But we don't do it like that. Because we were mind control to fight one another because of partisan political division. You see. Because NDP people, yes, them go big up Dr. Murray because he think he attack for them. ULP people go fight him because he think he attack against them. But in if you Dr. Murray don't talk for or against no political party. He speaks for the nation as a professional who feels that he owes it to the nation to speak out against the ill. And that is the crime he commit. And that is the crime a whole heap of uno out afraid to commit. You afraid to commit such a crime. The one with Dr. Murray commit. You afraid to commit that. So you sit back in a little comfort zone. Dr. Murray boy, they could take that chance there. Me not take that. Me don't see them take away for you land. But take with Dr. Murray land, not stop Dr. Murray from talk. That's what we are talking about, you know. Where does your priority lies? You see, we have these living examples among us. Then stop bigger bigs out of Rabuka. But that was just an illusion because that couldn't stop bigger bigs. And who bigger bigs is. And what bigger bigs is about. The development of the nation. Why we can't see examples in them people there? Right? You people who could make a difference. Why you can't see examples in them people there? Them people who will show you that all it takes is just to stand up. No, you can't do that. You stop in the back and wish for horses. Milanum in a Trinidad days ago. If wishes were horses, then beggars would have ride. If shit had bone, then dog would have to use shotgun. You see me I tell you? If. That not say nothing. You see? So now, once we fail to continue to follow the lead that is set by our warriors and continue to criticize them in our little splinter groups, we now go get our problem solved. You see? And why do we criticize our warriors? It's because the enemy tell us to do that. And we mixing up with self. Because the enemy is showing us that our liberators are the enemy, and we believe them. Because why? Them could give you a little piece of trinket. Because why? Them could give you sweet talk. But the warrior don't talk sweet. So him not go got friend. But the warrior don't need friend. You see me I tell you? Because a warrior's mission is death before dishonor. No money can buy that, no friend can buy that. You see me I show you? Because a life we are dwell with, you know. We not dwell with payment for life. We are dwell with life because no payment can pay for life. The only payment that could pay for life is self-consciousness. You see what I say? So, as long as our professionals continue to hide behind an illusion, all of us, including them, will continue to suffer. Because this Prime Minister doesn't care who you are. You know? The only thing he cares about is the completion of his agenda, whatever it might be. So, the whole of you now who think say you're safe. There are rumors where people even getting false COVID passport. And they would come out and enforce COVID injection against their brothers and sisters working for the system because they get a free COVID passport. But let me tell you something. Your free COVID passport might allow you to do things in the land, yeah. But your false passport, you can't use that and go nowhere. Because then you have to pass through machine and then go nowhere or not you take it. So, if you are sell out yourself for a false passport, and because you not take it, you get a false passport, you think that give you the power to force it on your sister and brothers, you have make a mistake. Because when you don't force them and them don't take it, when they look around, who left? Are you left? So how you go stand up against them? Tell me. They give you a free passport so you could help them carry out their mission until you become obsolete. You don't know that. There is always a price for everything. It's either you pay or you get paid. You see me I show you? There's always a reason behind everything. Nothing happens in a vacuum. And if you think, say, that your passport, your free COVID passport is free, and if you think it's in a vacuum, you lie. It not go happen so. Because you see, the government will be held responsible by the people who pay them. So then they will have to get solid evidence that all the people who got vaccine passport are indeed vaccinated. So your time only limit around here, so. You go this and go this, so. Inside there. Or you can't go outside there with it. So you think you get something, you don't get nothing. Because now, me here say, what famous entertainer here who take vaccine here, go out of fire in this one and turn him back. Tell him for your vaccine can't stand up out there. So how you think that your non-vaccine go stand up because you got a card? Nah, you do this. You say that me tell you. We now overstand. Bribe cannot work. It is only one bellyful that will turn around and give you diarrhea. Yeah, it is the bellyful that will give you diarrhea. So when you sit down and tell yourself because you could get favors from the government, you carry out the government wishes and enforcing it upon the people them. But you don't know you short-lived. Very, very short-lived. Because it not gonna last. It not gonna last. It could never last. You see? Because the mere fact that the government give you a false ID, they know they don't have you. So now, the mama got you to think that they depend that they with you. Because when they give you false ID now, that go make you work for them. They know that, you know. You think, why they give you false ID because they were you be excluded? Nah. The false ID have to trick you into working for them. Because remember, they go tell you if you not go out there and work, you know, me I go take back this idea from you. And then what choice do you have? You really think you have an ID, but you don't have nothing. You still belong to the government. And the ID that, the false ID that they give you has made you to comply with slavery. Even the one who take it better than you. Because they could bring you down anytime. You have to know that. Nothing for nothing in a Babylon, you know. And if you think that you are important to them, then you have a rude awakening coming. When you do wake up. My granny tell me, on my Facebook I go sanction this here too. My granny tell me that when judgment day, God stand up at the gate of heaven and I welcome all the people who come. But the gate of heaven, Facebook, that I want to call music again, you know, right? The gate of heaven is a ball of fire. And when everyone come, God appoint to a ball of fire to them to go today. Righteous come up. When God show him say, go today. Righteous I tell God, who you can tell me about go today? I work all my life for you. And now, as so you happy, me tell me go to fire. Me not go to no fire. Because me don't work for you. Granny say, a whole heap of weirdos and desperados come from all over the place. The names, watch pan God. They just dive straight to the fire and God in heaven. A righteous did it. You see that me I tell you now. So when your turn come to take the vaccine now, we are going to tell the government, me been out there work for you all the time. No, that's not important. The issue is that you have to go to the fire to go to heaven, right? You stop there. You stop there. You stop there and think that when you take false vaccine ID, that you are do something to save yourself. You don't know you dig yourself deeper in. You see? Because the government could pull out itself and charge you for fraud. They got the power. Remember them got all illegal wheel and dealing, you know. You see it? Them could charge you. Yeah. Because there is always this thing that is said, when you think it's peace and safety, is always sudden destruction. And sudden destruction is a thing that you never really did cater for. So it comes down for you at a time when you tell yourself you're secure. And when you look on that, that is a dangerous thing. Because when you think that you are secure, and suddenly, abruptly, you realize that you're far from being secure, then what do you do next? Because you do not have a plan B. So where do you go next? The only thing you can do now is to surrender to what you think that you are fighting against all the time. The only thing you can do now is to surrender. Because you thought that you were safe. Because you thought that the government is on your side. You thought that by working for the government, yes, you could escape. But you do not know the fine prints in what they call government. Because that is why they just tell the government that you and use it back against you. Because look at it. If you check with the government as saying, the government keep insisting with them fine print that all who take the vaccine, them volunteer. You know? And we know that is a lie. It's not all who take the vaccine volunteer. Some, but not all. But when he put condition, you either take it or you. How could you then say that I volunteer when you lay conditions? Right? And then no. The people and them who know different, the people and them who know that that is against the law, them now come out and speak out and show the people the truth. So the people could be empowered. Because why? Why is it so? Is it that the government has secret for all of you? Why are you not talk out? You know the ills that the government have performed against the people, yet say nothing. Why is it? There must be a reason. Why is it? You see? No. So liars, there come a point where you don't want to stand up for your own rights unless somebody pay you. And so me want to know when push come to shove, we are going to do with the money. We are going to do with the money. When your conscience start to bite you, we are going to do with the money. Every single liar in this land here was educated by the nation. Every single one of them. But when the time comes for them to pay the nation, they refuse. They still want the nation pay them. Because still me I say, me can't see how all the liars in this land here couldn't come together and challenge the unconstitutional mandate of the government. The government cannot mandate. And watch, look. People who know them think they are all out of foreign. I push that back in the government face. They must push it back in the government face because they know that the government is illegal. Are the people and them who not know and not listen out of foreign out there who are get trapped, you know. But the people and them who are listened to with the wise one and them attack, I come out and I push back. Right? But with the wise one and them here, so who they are supposed to talk to the people and them? Repart ended. Which part them they? You see, this governor, which state, boy, which state? Which one of them state in America they? But he decide to give Biden fire and tell Biden, your mandate now working in my state. And the man will show you the progress where his state make in comparison to the rest of America. Because he never take on Biden any mandate. Because you see in America, every state has their own government. Federal government don't really supersede the state government unless in a national crisis. Right? No. They haven't declared, have they ever declared a state of emergency? Okay. If they never did that, then how do liars stay here and allow them to lock up people? Well, that didn't really happen here so much in this land. The lockdown. Right? But then, still, forget about the lockdown because they're going. We're talking about the mandate. Right? Lawyers all over the world. Them now wait, you know, because they realize it involves them too. They realize that their life is at risk too. Them now wait. Well, I think they have some kind of procedure where you have to show that you've been affected through some whether you bring some witness or the other to say that they have been affected by this thing. Some kind of procedure. But them liars out there go find people and make case, put case together and take that to the court and challenge the mandate And them a win. Them a win. You see? And that are going on in many areas in America, in Europe. Australia, who seem to be the most atrocities were committed against people, seems to be in Australia. If people stand up and still carry governmental code. You see? But yes, so. In a no liar, you carry governmental code. We make. Me a hear, well, the unions and them have a liar, 2 liar. Why is only 2 liar union and them got? With the rest of the liar and them day. So the union have to find money to pay them. What is their contribution to the nation? Because people like liars in reality, them don't bring nothing inside ya. There's not an industry that employs X amount of people. They might employ 2, 3 people, depends to the 4, 5 people, depends to the size of the practice. Right? But generally, hat up, generally, lawyers do not bring money into the land. They take money from the people. So then when time comes now, for in the event of a national crisis like this, I would think that lawyers will come forward in defense of themselves and the people. But I do not know why. And in this island, in this cooperation, we get to realize, and there are areas that lead us to speculate, that maybe the government has secret for the lawyers. We don't know if it's so. But the lawyers supposed to come out and speak out. The lawyers supposed to take, as long as this is an illegal mandate, it is the duty of the lawyers to challenge it in court. Do they have to get paid for that? I don't know. So I'm asking, do these lawyers have a moral ability, a moral responsibility to their people? I don't know. I do not know how these things work. See? But I looking at it from a ghetto man vision, that the only way we could solve our problem is when all of us work together. You see? But as long as the know-how want to leave it to the don't know how, then it's chaos. There will be no leadership in that way. Everybody to their own order. Things like that. I mean, over the last protest, they had a splinter protest, which could never be effective, because there's no total leadership. The people who know stays in the back. You see? So now, how do we get the goods to move from point A to point B when the cart is in front of the horse? The cart is in front of the horse. So how do we get from point A to point B? You see? The knowledgeable people, they are the horse, right? The lesser knowledgeable people, they are the cat, right? But the knowledgeable people want to put the lesser knowledgeable people to the front. What do you want them to do? You have the know-how, you know how to do it, you want to stay in the back. So what do you want them to do up front? How do we see this thing? How do we see ourselves within all of this as for us an individual? And what do we do for our nation? Do those things ever pass our mind? Do we ever at any time think about our allegiance and obligations to our nation as professionals? You see, at that may I say, how does it make us feel to know that we can do something and not doing anything? How does it make us feel? Does it make us feel strong? Only want to be in favor of the government. Is that getting us where we want to go? Is that bringing the truth out of us? Hey? Me don't know, you know, because you see how me just see it, and me always say me don't have to see it right. Me don't have to see it right. You see, because I don't know, I am convinced that the only strength that we have is a collective strength. And this strength can never benefit us as long as we don't support it as one. Because as long as we continue to splinter, it makes the enemy stronger. It makes it easier for the enemy to go among us and bribe us out, the weaker ones among us. Like me always say, the lion could have never get a buffalo to eat unless he was able to stray one, unless he was able to create a splinter. Because the lion cannot go in the middle of the herd. He will be stampeded. You see. But what happening now, the professionals in our land continue to splinter by not making any contribution, by always just wanting to be behind. Yeah, that's the same thing I say. It leaves people to speculate these things that matter how you in a region. Because I do nothing. And as my brethren I mentioned that me say it a while ago, this Prime Minister, in his very first time, came out with a list of lawyers refusing to pay their taxes. Does he still have that over enough for you? Eh? I don't know. You have to declare yourself to the people. You have to know, let the people know where you stand. Failing to do that, you leave the people to speculate anything about all things about you. You see, that's why I man always tell myself, the only way we could conquer this thing, we have to return to who we are. We have to return to trashing our problems underneath the mango tree. Keep away from all them lawyers who only intend to suck us. Who have, this is the time that is showing that they have no interest in us. Right? All they are there for is to suck us. And then now, they must say that I am wrong. They must prove me wrong. Yeah? They must prove me wrong. I am saying that the only thing that they are there for is to suck the blood of the nation. So they must prove me wrong. But anyway, inside all of this, we still have life. And we still have our strength. We still have our unity that we have to build. And so therefore we can still go forward once we continue to confident ourselves. We are the majority, so they are not winning. As long as we can stay firm, they are not winning, we are the majority. As long as we are prepared to stand up to everything that they throw at us, and to throw back the same thing at them. As long as we are prepared to do that, then we will win. They will never be able to win us, because we are still in the majority. They are lying, all the figures with them I show you. We don't know whether or not these figures are true or false, because we have been accustomed to all the lying over the years, so we don't really know certain things for true. But what we know, we are in the majority and we have to hold fast. So let all one big up themselves and keep the joy. Procrastination is the thief of time. Our people think on these things. Men and people of desperate origin come together for a common cause. Let us seize upon areas of agreement and act now. Big up me brethren there. Everything now come up, just your name come up this, you know, way right below. Yeah. Let us seize upon areas of agreement and act now. Now, the ultimate resource of any nation is its people. Unless this resource is being harnessed for the benefit of the nation, then the people will languish poor in spirit and cannot make any contribution. Because anyone who is hand to mouth cannot think of progress. So, therefore, everyone must be guaranteed at least a minimum salary. See, that is where we should be heading. Not splintered and divided. See? So me I say now, this evening, there is a ring the bell from 3:30. Tune in on that program there. Big up that program there. Make that program there spread. Make it spread bigger than Cocotti. Then about me nah see, me not know what happened here this morning, dread. Now, the last thing me see is greedy. That come from your first post, probably just speed up and left the part, and then me see then about below that again. I mean, I know some more than I mean, I know I go on the right and now come fully up there. Yeah, one thing God will help me on that. Yeah. So, Lala, we hold on the bell and ring it with Darius this evening from 3:30. Make contribution, call in, let Darius know you did it. Let she know she not just talk to the gadget that people hate. You know what I mean? And let other people know that people make contribution. Lala make contribution. Me now personally, me not go there call this because me and let try for left room. Because remember me and my own talk already. But still, call in Pandaris program. Big it up, right? Now, beside program after Darius this evening 7 o'clock. And he got stepping into the light. Yeah. And Bill got a whole heap of program, all different program for suit all occasion. Tune in and support Bill. Let us make sure we continue to support Bill. Let us make sure we contribute to Bill in whichever way we can. Just keep it positive. Just keep it nation building. And everything is Irie. Bill is our media. And we must keep Bill alive. We must develop Bill to the institution that it is set out to become. Right now, Bill is the leading media in the land. No one can dispute that. Because every one of them have to keep still and line up behind Bill. But still not good enough. Because, you see, like His Majesty say, we have to set goals higher than we can achieve, so we will never stop reaching. So Bill can't stop reaching. And Bill only could keep reaching with our support. Support Bill. And make sure that we continue to keep our own media so we can talk. Right? And we can walk and we can showcase what we're doing. You have a little cultural event, you have a little, any kind of thing that you think need to be published, check out the quality video, quality stream, you know what I mean? Check out the everything a quality. And so, as we journey, now, as we journey on the road today, let me try to do something, Irie. to make our life worthwhile by assisting someone in every which way, any way at all, that could bring a benefit to another one's life. It might be just a little word song. See? So let us give thanks to life, and let us keep the joy and happiness within us, and don't make them stray that, because we are what we are, and that's the way we will always be. Give thanks to life. But wait, we are going with my screen, boy. Me don't know. No. The area this so where me supposed to press to stop the show that not on the screen. So me not know exactly what's going on there, you know. But let me see. Well, me have to turn it off, so maybe me have to go the other way, attacking the whole phone off. I mean I know exactly what's going on there.